With an infectious disease specialist with Alabama AIDS Outreach, Dr. Carlos Reyes-Sacin is with us on Your Community This Week. Doctor, we appreciate your time. Well, you said there's an epidemic in Alabama. Break down the demographics. Is it young people? Is it people in the Black Belt? Is it across the state or what?
Well, we serve 26 counties in central Alabama, and our population is very diverse. The cohort that we have already, but the new patients that we are seeing a trend in young males, specifically males that have sex with male, and that's pretty much the trend. I mean, we still have we have diagnosis on patients of every age, of every sex, but the tendency is in young males. African American. We do have, from our 1,300 patients, about 75% of them are males. 2/3 will be African American.
And we have really, in a sense, have conquered one of the victories of the war against HIV and AIDS was the infants, the newborn infants, born to mothers who were HIV positive and almost always ended up being HIV positive themselves, and many of them having very short lifespans. We conquered that.
Yeah, it has changed. When I was in medical school in the 90s, I still remember back home in Peru that we were offering ACT to reduce the risk from 30% to 8%. And nowadays we keep those pregnant women on treatment throughout the pregnancy with an undetectable viral load. And the percentages of transmission go below the 1%. It's difficult to give an exact number, but it's a great achievement. In medicine, every 0.5% is a lot. Imagine 30% to below
almost 0%. Yeah. Are you more optimistic about an eventual cure for AIDS now than you were, let's say, 10 years ago?
I've been always optimistic, so it's hard for me to answer that. I still remember when I was in medical school, I was hearing from seniors that were in infectious diseases that in 10 years we have the vaccine. We have it here. We have it. So I keep listening to that, and I still believe that there is something down the road. But as of now, we don't have a cure. We have a manageable disease that it can get to this state of taking potentially one pill a day and having safe-sex practices and being healthy like anybody else. And that's what we are looking into. We want the two other groups that are the non-adherent, uncompliant, social problems, and the patients that are out there, that they don't know that there are patients and need to be tested. In MAO, we provide free testing and education for those patients who want to know a little more about HIV. The education department educates 20,000 people in Alabama per year.
All right, more information on your website, I'm quite sure. Alabama AIDS Outreach is
Montgomery AIDS Outreach of Alabama.
AIDS Outreach of Alabama, that's how you can find it. Doctor, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Most interesting. I appreciate your work. If you have a guest or a topic suggestion for